Check your voice right now. If you're making noises, adjust your swag, sit up straight, make sure you are ready to learn. Brief reminder, since it's Monday of the third week of school, if you're off task, wearing a hat or hood, talking unprofessional, negative, not swagging, or laughing after students given a consequence, those are all reminders that are minor reminders. If you are doing one of these, this is a more major reminder. Disrespect, defiant, not keeping hands to yourself, eating or chewing gum, being late to my class, those are all things that are going straight to bench reflection. If you are counted and you reach 3 minors, you have a bench reflection, meaning you just chat with me at recess, and we are going to make sure you're ready to go for tomorrow's lesson. I'm not going to write the aim. You should have it written right here. When we add and subtract decimals, a huge part of your 8th grade math career, you need to make sure to line up the decimals. When we add and subtract, we always line up the decimals. An example is this: 7.65 minus 4.9. When you get a problem, you should be thinking, what is the largest number? That goes on the top. The largest number goes on the top of my snowman. Then, as always, we're going to build the snowman and make sure all of his buttons line up nice and neat. These decimals are in a really neat line. I can then fill in the rest. This is a filler 0 since there's no space there. I'm going to put a 0 there. And let's subtract. 5 minus 0 is 5. I can't do 6 minus 9, so I borrow from the 7. Bring over a 1. 16 minus 9 is 7. 6 minus 4, whole class? 2. This is your answer. Is it a good guy or a bad guy?
Good guy.
Why is it a good guy, Logan?
Because the top number is more, and you're not doing a top number which is lower, or a smaller number than the bottom number, so it would be a positive number.
Yeah, that number was bigger, and he was a good guy, so the answer is good. Let's try negative 8.13 minus 9. I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking to myself, what's the largest number, or what's happening in this situation? Good guys versus bad guys. What is actually happening first? Tell me if we're fighting or we're banding, Daniel.
Getting bigger.
And why are they getting bigger? How would you say that? They are banding because they're both the same sign. This is a bad guy, and that's a bad guy. It looks like a minus sign. It's the same. And so since they're getting bigger and they're banding, I'm actually not going to subtract this time. Since we band, they combine. We're banding, so we combine. 9 is bigger than 8, so 9 goes on the top, just making that a habit. 0.13 is here. What goes in this space since it's open? Corbin. Zeros go there. And they were banding, so what sign do I actually put here, Cameron? It's adding. 0 plus 3 whole class? 0 plus 1 whole class?
1.
9 plus 8 whole class? And go back to the sign. They were banding together. What does my answer have to be?
Negative.
I'll take a silent hand, Avery. Why is it negative again?
Because they're both negative numbers and they're banding.
Good. So do not forget this easy blunder to make in 8th grade. You have to make that match what your problem was. That is your answer. Move up to the top right. When we're multiplying decimals, slide the decimal the total number of places in each of the place values. Slide the decimal the total number of places in each of the place values. So I'm going to set this up, and I'm going to, instead of putting the largest number on top, I'm going to look for the largest amount of digits. This has 3 digits, that has 2. So on the top of my multiplication, I'm going to set up 9.23 on top. Multiplying 4.5. And we are going to move 4.5 all the way to the right. I don't line up and build a snowman when I multiply. I just line up the digits to the right. Let's start multiplying. Help me do this one, please. Mason.
You do 3 times 5.
What is it?
Is that it? Multiplication?
It is. What's 5 times 3, Mason?
15.
Good. What's 5 times 2?
10.
Plus 1.
11.
5 times 9, Mason? 5 times 9.
45.
Plus 1.
46.
Good. Add a filler 0. Don't worry about decimals yet. Move over to the 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. 4 times 9 is 36. A lot of numbers. Let's be neat and make sure they're all lined up here. Add them up together, and then I worry about decimals at the very end. This will be a 5. This will be a 3. 15, 11, and 4. This is not my answer though. Once you arrive at the end, I'm going to look at my digits. And I'm counting all numbers to the right of my decimals with your pencil. Go ahead and make 1, 2 spaces counted. And then move this over once. How many times do I have to move my decimal? Logan.
3.
2 plus 1 is 3. So starting with my answer, I move the digit, or the decimal, to the left. To the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. Da 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 da. Da, 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 no, I don't know if it's appropriate, is it? I'll look it up and see. Last one. Okay, you have 2.6 times 8.7. One is negative, the other is positive. Let's go ahead and write the...
They have the same amount.
Yeah, they don't need to really be ordered at all. Voices off, check your swag. 3, 2, 1. If you get a problem with multiplication and they're the same amount of digits, you don't really have to worry about which one is first or second. These both have 2 digits. I'll just go ahead and put the first one first. If you reverse that, that's fine. Check if you get the same answer. Look at the signs and keep that in the back of your head. Think about Sam. I'm not going to put the sign yet until I get to the answer. 7 times 6 is whole class. Okay. 7 times 2 whole class. Plus 4 is 18. Put a placeholder 0. What is 8 times 6, Lauren? Lauren, 8 times 6.
Oh, 8 times 6 is 48.
Good. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 4 is 20. Check your voice. I'll take a silent hand, add them up, and give me your answer. Don't do the decimal yet. Just tell me all 4 numbers I need, Daniel.
2, 2, 6, 2.
2, 2, 6, and a 2. Daniel, how many digits do I go to the left with my decimal?
Me?
Yeah.
2.
Because there's 2 numbers. Move your decimal from the right to the left.
I know.
And is that my answer? Silent yes if you agree. Silent no if you disagree. What did I do wrong? Reese.
You did not add the negative.
Because these are
I just gave you.
different signs, Sam would say same is good, different is bad. Put a negative. Fill up your page. That's fine. Did you get the same thing?
Yeah.